We didn't do any questions that involved circles. So we need to spend a whole lesson today on the circles because they can be a little bit tricky. If we have a whole circle, the formula is A equals pi r squared. If we have a semicircle, which is half of a circle, we put a half in front of it, so it's half of pi r squared. If we have a quadrant, which is a quarter of a circle, we're going to have a quarter of pi r squared. Okay, find the area of the following correct to one decimal place. Remember, there's always 3 lines of working out. First line is the formula. If it's a whole circle, it's going to be A equals pi r squared. Second line, we sub in. The only thing to sub in is the radius. What is the radius? 10. So it's pi times 10 squared. Okay, then in the calculator, pi times 10 squared equals, and if we read the word of question, it says 1 decimal place. So I want 314.1, but is the 1 going to be rounded up or is it going to stay the same? Rounded up, so it becomes a 2. 314.2 centimetres squared. Let's do it again. It's a circle. It's a whole circle. So it's A equals pi r squared. What's the radius? Good. So it's going to be pi times 10.6 squared. Third line, we put it in the calculator. To 1 decimal place, what would that be?
Does the 2 3 5?
Yeah.
So it would be
353.0. That's right. 353.0 centimetres squared. Question 3. We have a circle. So the formula is going to be A equals pi r squared. What's the radius? So it's going to be pi times 8 squared. Put it in the calculator. To 1 decimal place? Very good. This will be metres squared. Okay, 4 is a little bit different. It's still a circle, so it's A equals pi r squared, but yes, the 14 is a diameter. So what is the radius? It is, no, it's still A equals pi r squared is the formula, but what is the radius? It's not 14. 14 is a diameter. What would the radius be? 7. So you could draw on here. I just want from there to there, and that's going to be equal to 7. Okay, so it'll be pi times 7 squared. Put that in your calculator. We should be 153.9 kilometres squared. Question 5. A equals pi r squared. What's the radius this time? Very good, because from the centre to the edge would be 8. 16 is the whole way across. We only want halfway. So it will be pi times 8 squared. We've actually already done that. See the one above? Pi times 8 squared. So it's 201.1 metres squared. Question 3 and question 5 are actually exactly the same. It's just that one's giving me the radius and one's giving me the diameter. But the answer is the same. Question 6. Area of a circle is pi r squared. My radius is 6. Good. So pi times 6 squared. Into the calculator. We get 113.1. And this be centimetres squared. All right, so hopefully that's getting pretty easy. Just lots and lots of pi r squared. Just got to look out for that diameter. But then we get these ones down the bottom where we have part of a circle, not a whole circle, it could be half, a quarter, something like that. The good news is, if you remember back to perimeter, remember we halved our circumference formulas, but then we had to add on straight sides. You don't have to do that for area, okay? Area is just the space inside it. So when you halve the formula, it still works. So if this question 7 is half of a circle, we're just going to put half in front of the pi r squared. Don't add any extra bits on. We're not adding on straight sides, just half of pi r squared. What's the radius? Here would be the center of the circle. So it would be 5 for the radius. So it will be half times pi times 5 squared. Half times pi times 5 squared is 39.3 centimeters squared. And that means question 8, how much circle do I have there? How much of a circle? A quarter of a circle. So it's going to be a quarter of pi r squared. And what's the radius? That's what you were telling me, yes. So quarter times pi times 5 squared. So really, all we're changing from the last one is this fraction out the front. It's going to be a quarter. So 19.6 centimeters squared.